What's up, guys, and welcome to, a vlog on my 2006 Lexus IS350. So today in particular, we're going to be talking about my HE Motion headlights and taillights. I did get them in, I did install them, they are working. There are some issues with the headlights, which is what we're going to go over today. And some solutions and some more future solutions. A few things that pretty much no one's ever done with our HE Motion headlights, or I don't know the vland headlights or not, but definitely not with HE Motion. I'm going to also post another video, probably after this or before this, one of the two, of the headlights working in all their functions. So they work not quite perfectly yet, but they're gonna work fine once I iron the bugs out. So installation, I didn't record it. I didn't really think it was worth recording. There's instructions that come in the box, and honestly, it was pretty easy. The taillights especially were actually super easy. It just followed like someone else's tutorial, and I didn't think it needed to be posted. The headlights were pretty much very similarly easy. The instructions weren't the best, but they were easy enough, and mine do function and work. So the first issue I had, like many others, is hyper flashing of the turn signals front and rear. I fixed that by just swapping out to an aftermarket flasher relay. Pretty easy fix. I think it was like $10 for the flasher relay. Mine's now adjustable, which I guess is something I didn't know I needed. But it works fine. I don't think any of my features were lost at all in the headlights. They still do all the animations and stuff, so it's totally fine for me. The next issue is a little bit weirder. I think it's with all cars just in general. So how the daytime running lights work is the power from the car's high beams powers the daytime running lights. And so that sounds all perfectly fine. But since I'm switching from the stock, I think halogen stuff, to LED, there is a difference in voltage of what the headlights need now versus what they needed before. And you get an issue where the high beams are always flickering when they are turned off, which is strange, but that's an issue many people have. So the high beam flicker is a common issue upgrading to LED projectors and LED turn signals. Common issue that people have. Now, 99% of people fix that issue by a few different ways. So one way is just modifying the headlights themselves. Like you could probably modify. Some people actually just disable their high beam function, which is dangerous and quite frankly unsafe. And some people, most people, use a software called Toyota TechStream, which is Toyota and Lexus software to modify the car's computer into doing different things. So in this case, we are disabling a function that makes the high beams power the DRLs. And with that, everything works perfectly fine, except it doesn't. Now, if you guys don't know, I live in central Canada. And in Canada, it's actually the law. It's actually a mandated law where the high beams have to power the DRLs at all times. And Toyota TechStream knows that my car is a Canadian car because it's got a Canadian VIN number. And it doesn't allow you to change that software. Now, that was posted on the forums and online. I didn't find out till really later that you couldn't do that if you were Canadian. So I actually bought Toyota TechStream, and I got a cheap old laptop. And it worked, but I just couldn't disable the function. There wasn't really enough on the forums for Canadians, though, and it was kind of frustrating because like 99% of all the forum posts online and stuff are all Americans, and they don't have the same problems that Canadians have, which is something I also learned, which is pretty cool. I reached out to the manufacturer, HE Motion, and I got some really good news, actually. So I worked with them a little bit. I talked with them. I sent them quite a bit of videos, actually a lot of videos of my headlights and how they're functioning. And so they've actually designed me a module that is going to plug into my current housing, and it's going to make everything function perfectly. They're sending me a prototype piece, and it looks pretty janky, but they promise it's going to work. And fingers crossed, if this works, they're going to make an actual piece that they ship with headlights, at least to Canadian customers in the future. Obviously, I probably could have did more research. That's on me. But I want to give a huge shout out to HE Motion for their awesome customer service, because honestly, it was pretty good. They actually made me instructions on how to plug it in. Like, they actually gave me picture instructions, and they also are, of course, sending me the prototype device, which is awesome. So yeah, that's pretty much the biggest issue with the headlights. I've also done a few extra mods to the car in the meantime. I didn't record them, but I will be updating you guys on that in a bit. The 4IS bumper conversion has not arrived yet. It's been about 2.5 months, but it should be arriving in the next week. It is in Canada. It's on its way to me now, thank goodness. I'll do an update video on the build in probably a few days or so, maybe next week when the 4IS bumper stuff come in. And just updating you on where the builds are going to go, what I'm going to do to the car, which is pretty exciting. And of course, all the videos on the 4IS bumper conversion just in general, because that's pretty awesome. So that's all for this video. If you guys want to see more, let me know in the comments down below. If you have any questions about the headlights, comment down below and I'll do my best to answer them. I'm by no means an expert, but, you know, I can try to help. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope to see you, hopefully, in another video. I don't... How do I end this? I don't know. I don't do vlogs. Do I look at the camera? I don't actually know.